everybody, how's it going? Good evening. We're back one last time in the evening to get ourselves into a bit of a farewell for now for the Primetime streams before we get back into morning streams next week. But today we're just going to play whatever comes to mind. I do have a couple of games I want to try out. Well, I guess try out, but kind of similar to what we've already played before. We'll get back to the normal stuff next week, but for now, let's just hang out and do whatever tonight, you know? And I want to start tonight with Madden 2005 for the PS2. I don't think it's... No, didn't think so. Alright, let's just start the fresh boot then. There we go, swap it on over. There we go. Alright. Oh, it'll also probably help if I lower the window so that's so that the game isn't totally lagging.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Even though pretty much no matter what I play tonight, it's going to be laggy.
EA Sports, it's in the game! Here we go, Brownies! Here we go! Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies! Here we go! Woo, woo.
No, it's been 20 years since this game came out. I wonder what they're doing now.
NFL 2005.
It's been over 20 years since this game came out. I wonder what they're doing now. But of course, I gotta keep talking because because I need to turn down the copyright music. I don't want to get copyright claimed by a Wild Bunch. Or will.i.am, or... You know, it kind of would help if you read the whole title, DJ. Definitely don't want to get copyright claimed by Green Day. There you go. Alright, now I should be copyright safe, at least for this game, at least for now. Like I said, I just want to show off what it's like, first off, to actually be willing to relocate a franchise in Madden 2005, and to to extent of both sides of this coin, Madden 2004, and up to Madden 11 or 12 for the PS2 at least, because they're all like pretty similar. We're gonna go with the Raiders, as I think they were the worst team at the time.
Live.
Let's get to a new feature of Madden 2005.
EA Radio Show.
And just make sure real quick the game isn't... Oh wait, is it even... Okay, yeah, it is. Game's not too loud.
Hello, sports fans. I'm Tony Bruno, your charming host. We've got all kinds
right, I
of
forgot
things
I had
to
the
discuss on today's
preview
program.
on my screen,
Don't
so
you even
it was
think
like
about
echoing
moving
for me.
from the spot you're in right now, because we have news and
I'm
fun
alright,
coming
DJ.
up. Stay tuned.
I'm probably still gonna end up getting copyright claim because of the musical transitions here in the radio show. Yeah, this is the EA Sports Radio. This is the Tony Bruno show on EA Sports Radio. Oh, didn't realize I could turn it down too.
All right, sports fans, this is the segment of the show where you are the star. EA Sports presents the question of the day. All right, I got a stat one for you today. Think back, 1988. Which NFL rookie compiled an amazing 2,317 total yards? Time for caller number one for the question of the day.
That's the point, DJ.
Who was that amazing 1988 rookie, caller?
Tony, I'm going to go with Michael Irvin.
No, it was not Irvin. He was drafted in 1988, but he didn't compile that much yardage.
We'll get to the answer later on in the show. But he's got more topics to talk about. Don't worry, the radio show will still play while we save, and we check out the other features of another new feature of this game for the franchise mode.
You all some front page news.
Let's open up USA Today. See if we can guess.
Michael Strahan, one of the game's best defensive ends, is in the final year of his contract. He says he's disappointed that they haven't been willing to work on his new deal yet, but he doesn't take it as a sign that they don't want him back. He said, and I quote, "I know how things work.
Okay, yeah, there we
The
go.
business behind negotiations is a tough one. I know what I'm worth, they know what I'm worth, and it's going to come down to what they're willing to shell out."
They didn't give out a phone number, DJ, and besides, they don't use this anymore. They don't give out. They never gave out the phone number to the show, and it's not.
Let's go to the phones to see what some of you think.
Hey, Tony, thanks
Never
for
mind.
taking my call. I think we should let this guy go.
No, I was
He's
talking
not
to my
worth the
smart
salary
device. Sorry,
anymore.
not talking about
He's
you,
got
DJ.
so many
But
other
no,
good
there was
players
no
on the
phone
offense,
number.
And we can draft a guy to replace him.
I don't know
I
if
think
Giants
get rid of him.
fans would be saying this in
Thanks, Tony.
2004
Hey,
to
good
let go
call.
of the great Michael
Thanks for dialing
Strahan.
in. All right, time to take another caller for this rookie question.
All right, back
You
to
know who we're talking
the
about
question of the day.
Tony. I'm going to say it was Icky Woods. I know he went in the '88 draft.
Well, he did. You're right about that. He was picked by the Bengals, remember? But he didn't gain nearly 2,000-something yards. Come on. All right, since no one's gotten this one right yet, we'll take another caller. Do you know the answer?
All right, this one's
Hey,
the
Tony, I
answer.
think I got it. The amazing rookie who turned out to be a future Hall of Famer, in fact, is none other than Tim Brown.
There we go. So there's your answer.
Yes, sir, you are correct.
But as you see, we got another
Congratulations.
player
You
that's
know
in
what? That
free
wasn't easy.
agency.
Tim Brown did set the record back in 1988
Ricky Williams for the
most
Dolphins.
yards ever by a rookie.
Charles
And of
Woodson
course,
for our
as we
team.
know, he's gone on to amass a great number
Why don't we
of
go
yards
ahead and
over his
re-sign him?
Brilliant career.
Oh. But now we have a more detailed interest meter, which
Folks, today we have a guy that
gives him
really
the
doesn't need an
reason,
introduction
as
at all.
Charles,
We're joined
as
by
Tony
Pro Bowl
Broner is going to
linebacker
introduce,
and Madden
going to make an interview.
2005 cover boy Ray Lewis.
Oh.
Ray, it's great to have you on, man.
Hey, thanks for having
You
me,
see,
Donnie.
each of these
So, what are your
percentages
goals heading into
factors
training
into
camp?
which free
Just
agent will
come back
sign
to
for
do
your
who I
team.
am, you know, be-
Of course,
do what
money
I
is
do
a
and
big factor,
just
but
let my team know that,
it also
you know,
depends on other stuff. Like,
the time is now.
no, it's just
You
it was
know,
just a
and they're
random
waiting
call-in
for that
prize,
time
DJ.
is right now.
They're not going
Do
to
all
tell
the
anything
things
because it's
that
not a
you
real
gotta do.
radio show.
It's got to be a focus of understanding that.
Like,
You got any good
if a
stories
team
from camp
needs
so
a,
far?
From
for example,
training camp?
Charles Woodson, he has a
Good stories
cornerback.
from training
If a
camp.
team needs a cornerback,
Oh,
that's going
wow.
to factor
Oh,
greatly
that
into the
could be a lot of
decision.
different things.
If your team is actually great
not right off
historically,
the top of my head, but, you
if
know,
it's great
outside of
historically,
training camp,
then
training
that's
camp is
also going to
work
play
now.
a factor.
That's just work. You might have
If you're a great
good
team
lab
now-
every lunch or dinner, but it ain't gonna be that many.
Ray Lewis live here on EA Sports Radio. Ray, you're not even worried in the least bit about the Madden coverage
Done deal.
jinx?
No, not at all. Actually, Tony.
Unfortunately, I think he was part.
I don't
Unfortunately, I think Ray Lewis was a part of the coverage jinx.
It's something that
I didn't mean to
definitely doesn't
head into the
affect me,
radio section again.
By no means. You know what God has for you, God has for you.
So they used the radio segment from Madden 05 to Madden 07.
Ray, talk about that famous Super Bowl intro. I would have pulled something doing a dance like that. Was that something you planned ahead of time?
Well, it was something that Tony actually that I did, you know, all during the year.
But
And,
EA also got the
you know,
rights
just
to
happened
real
when it came
local
up,
papers,
just
newspapers
come
like
in,
the
just-
Oakland Tribune.
So I came out, I just do what I normally do. And
Well, if it's fictional for the game and they didn't get the rights, you'll see that
When you retire
EA Sports is
someday.
in the game
I got
up
so
there.
many things to do as far as,
Let's
you
see,
know,
what'd they
going
get the
to
rights to?
action,
They got the
I
rights to
want
Oakland.
A number of things, really. And, you know, run my businesses, you know, just a whole
No.
glob of things.
No.
You know, I really want to just, I'm really
There we
getting
go. The
myself
Pittsburgh
involved in
Post-Gazette,
right now.
they got the rights
You
to
know,
that.
setting up for these next 3-4 years.
On the phone with linebacker Ray Lewis. Ray, when you got to the University of Miami,
They got the
how'd you end
Tennessean
up at
for
linebacker?
the Tennessee
From what I hear,
Titans.
You could have played just about any position.
Yeah.
They got
Well,
the
thing
Minnesota
was, when I
Star
got to
Tribune for the
University of
Vikings.
Miami, you know, they wanted me to play, you know, a number of positions.
Let's see,
but,
not
you know,
Chicago.
well, you know, myself,
They're the Cincinnati
I was on the
Enquirer for
defensive side. I played
Cincinnati.
running back in high school, but I was on the defensive side.
They got the
So, you know,
Buffalo
I like-
News
I
for
like
the
defense.
Buffalo Bills.
And, so that's why I stuck with defense.
Is
Not
there a
Broncos.
coach or player in the game today that's had a
Not
big
Cleveland.
influence on you?
Yeah, definitely. You know, when you
Not
speak
Tampa
about,
Bay.
Yeah, for me, you know, you speak about a Shannon
There we go.
Sharp,
Arizona
Wild
Daily
West.
Star. That's another
Marvin
licensed
Lewis was
newspaper.
definitely a big part of it. So I mean, all those guys.
Not
have,
San Diego.
Very, very, very intimate parts.
They got the
of,
Kansas City
you know,
Star
who
in
I
there.
am. Definitely later in my career.
They got the Indianapolis
Ray,
Star
thanks for joining
too.
us today, man. It was great having
Sorry
you
for
on.
talking
All
over
right,
the
thank you,
interview.
Tone.
That was linebacker Ray Lewis here on EA Sports Radio.
The Miami Herald.
That'll wrap it up for this week. I'm Tony
Oh, yeah,
Bruno.
that's
Thanks
it for the radio
tuning in
show.
to EA Sports Radio.
But he's
We'll
got
see you next
the Atlanta
time.
Journal-Constitution's a big one. And now it would have switched over to music if I didn't have any copyright issues. So they got the Oakland Tribune. They obviously got the San Francisco Chronicle. I remember reading that a lot in my youth. And then the New York Post for both the Giants and the Jets, as they're both based out of the same stadium. They also got the big Detroit Free Press and the Green Bay News Chronicle. Anything else? Yeah, the Boston Globe. Now, he'll have something new every week, I believe. But Madden 2005 keeps the feature from last year's game to have a training camp feature, where you can play the Madden Camp minigames to help improve your players in the franchise mode. Which could help you out a lot, so that you don't have to rely on the game's natural progression. Now that we skip training camp, we get a new week of the Tony Bruno show.
Hello, sports fans.
Because you see the
Thanks
national
for tuning
newspaper,
in. I'm Tony
and look,
Bruno. We have a great
our
preseason broadcast for you
signing
today
was the
with
big
plenty of
big news.
from around the NFL.
Was the big news of the
Hey,
week.
Thanks for tuning in to EA Radio again today for the Tony Bruno Show. Big stuff coming up on today's show, so don't touch that dial. Stay tuned.
So Tony's gonna have new stuff for you every week, from training camp all the way to the end of the Super Bowl. He doesn't do the off season.
Again, for the EA Sports question of the day, I don't think I need to remind you to pull over to the side of the road before you call in from your cell phones. Who
Yeah,
do
there you
you
see
think
the
the
big
greatest
get
quarterback
USA
in NFL
Today.
history is and why? All right, we're going to take our first caller for the question of the day. Who do you think is the greatest quarterback ever?
Well, Tony, this is always a close one, but I got
Okay, this is not really a trivia question. This is just a call-in question.
And had all kinds of poise back there in the pocket. He didn't have the strongest arm, but he had the accuracy to give his receivers a chance to make big
But yeah, see,
plays
that's a
after
cool feature. You can just listen to the radio while you're doing like all sorts of roster and owner stuff. We'll do the owner stuff when we get through the preseason, because that's the thing about the owner mode. You're not allowed to change owner stuff, and you don't really get any bonuses for the preseason. Oh, we got a tie between the Panthers and the Redskins here in the preseason already. But anyway, how you guys doing? Thanks for stopping by tonight. We're 0-2 in the preseason? Yeah, this is going to work according to plan. Get out of the then Network Associates Coliseum. But yeah, like I said, I'm just doing this just to show off what the relocation process is for Madden 04 to, I think, 12, but I never really tried the later Maddens after Madden 08 on the PS2. I think I skipped Madden 09 before going back for Madden 11. Definitely 11. I don't remember if I went to 10 either. No, I don't think I went to 10. Alright. How did I play is progress or not progress? I just want to see if they increased in overall. But yeah, for like the older players, your best bet is to actually just upgrade your players via... Ooh, there we go. Turdell Sands. He went from a 73 to a 75. But yeah, the best way to improve your players... Yeah, I heard of Tony Romo back when he was in a San Francisco radio station, KNBR. He was a guest on there from time periodically. There we go. It's always something when the best player on your team is the punter.
Live from
Alright, let's go ahead and answer the regular season.
coming to you live from Redwood Shores.
So now let's look at the owner box feature, which
host,
remained
Tony
unchanged
Bruno.
from the owner's box remained relatively unchanged from Madden.
I'm Tony Bruno. All right,
from
everyone,
Madden
I know
2004.
You're as excited as I am about the upcoming plate of games for week number 1. We're going to have a
I think our unique
boatload of
food item is that
information for you.
Polish
In
sausage
today's
there.
program, I'll give you my take about something I find interesting about the league. We'll have a little
But it
trivia
didn't show
for
off
all you
advertising.
sports buffs,
If
and
you're
we'll
in
share
bad
a few
fan
moments
support
with an
and you need
NFL
butts
head
in the
coach.
seats,
Stay
so to speak,
tuned.
you either spend on advertising or have a fan appreciation day. But like I said, we're just here to skip to the end of the season. I want to see if this team is bad enough to get offers. We'll see if I can make money. Oh, not a good sign. We actually won our first game against the Steelers. Who would have been a bad team then? Maybe the Rams? They were starting in their bad era at the time. Of course, they wouldn't get relocated for another decade. Oh, wait, no, you know what? I forgot. I think I could just change the ownership. Or in this case, I could just use like 2 ownerships. I'll just change owners and pick a bad team. I think I could still do that. I think the Jaguars are definitely a bad enough team to get relocated. Maybe the Rams. We'll see. But anyway, how are you guys doing tonight? Thanks again for stopping by. Browns are definitely a good option too. Even though oh no, I was the Bengals last night. Yeah, this middle the early to mid 2000s was definitely peak era of sports gaming as a whole. We had too many good options at the time. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna change ownership to the Browns because I actually think the Raiders, this was their last year of being good. Because they almost made the Super Bowl back in 2001. We would have had completely different history. Oh, the Rams are also bad in this simulation. Either one would probably have been a good option. Like I said, I think the Rams were just starting their bad era. Let's see, how are the Raiders doing? Dang, we're 6-1. We just only now lost our first game of the season to to Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Actually, no, Drew Brees was still on the San Diego Chargers in 2004. He wouldn't be on the Saints until like next year, either 2006 or 2007. Yeah, sometimes the simulation does slow down when teams are getting injured and the CPU has to sign free agents. Oh, dang, what an upset victory. The Rams finally get their first win of the season over the New England Patriots. Unbelievable. And the Browns get their first win of the season the next day. Oh, dang, a 2-game win streak. I have been missing... Oh, we got a tie. The Eagles and the Cowboys tied. Dang. 31-31. Okay, any of the low-win teams are a good candidate. The lower the better. We must have been a cold streak, but we did beat our divisional opponents, the Chargers. Okay, I'm probably going to go with the Browns. The Browns are the Steelers. The less wins a team has, the better odds you have of getting a relocation package where the city will actually pay for you to move. The Raiders just barely squeaked by the Broncos. One more win and we got a winning season. I wasn't expecting that. I think I was too early for the Raiders. Oh, nope, we still got crushed by the Chiefs. Some things never change. Two low-win teams. I don't think the Steelers were bad in 2005. In fact, wasn't 2000... This was from 2004 to 2005. The next year, the Steelers would go on to win the Super Bowl. It's hard to think a 2-11 team would go to the Super Bowl. Okay, yeah, the Steelers are going to be the other team we take a look at. Steelers or Browns. Big loss to the Titans. Puts us both at an... Yeah, see, we lost a few of our players, so now we gotta let the CPU take over and give us a fullback, that Crosby guy. Yep. Chiefs still crush the Raiders. We went from a hot start to a cold finish. So that only puts the Raiders as just okay. Dang, I've never seen a team this historically bad in a Madden simulation. Well, he is getting older, DJ. I expect that. I did not expect quite a... Okay, thank you, DJ. Let's see. Did the Raiders win? Nope, we collapsed. We went from 5-1 to 8-8. I'm pretty sure though 8-8 is not. Yeah, 8-8 does not get us into the playoffs. 2-14. I have never seen teams that bad. 3-13. Another 4-12. 3-13. All right. Did we? Let's listen a bit to the Tony Bruno show for the playoffs as we see how much did we make.
California. It's the
Made at least $50 million this season. I said he's getting old, DJ.
It's Wild Card Weekend, and thanks for joining us on the Tony Bruno Show. There was some drama in the NFL last week.
Yeah, we really needed a win to get a shot at the playoffs, but... no, we would have had to try to take care of the Bengals. Alright, let's just simulate the playoffs. Just want to make sure we have the ability to change owners, or at least become an owner of another team, so that I could show you guys. This is going to be quite a long simulation, though. Ooh, Patriots-Panthers. A rematch of the previous year's Super Bowl. Yeah, 2005 was an Alltel Stadium. A rematch of the previous Super Bowl between the Patriots and the Panthers. Did they get revenge? Yes, they did. The Panthers get revenge in this universe. And they are finally Super Bowl champions. Beating the Patriots 24-14. So already we have a lot of history changing. Now we got to change the attributes of some of the coaches. Something I'm not going to show off though is that as you progress through the franchise mode, just like you would see in like today in NBA 2K, is that former players can become coaches eventually later on down the franchise mode. Which is a nice touch that I appreciate. Alright, see, we made $24 million. Let's see, would I find that out from here? Gameplay settings, no. Information, hey Hecho. Oh, apparently my owner rating was very good. No. Where would I find out? Oh, my team? Oh. I thought for sure, like, you'd be able to, like, add or change different players. Well, I guess I wasted your guys' time. Same thing as has before. We can rename it with fictional sponsors if we can just do stuff. Or we can just change the name ourselves. Just like before, we can just, yeah, see, nobody wants us, so we'd have to, like, do it ourselves. We could still get the same amount of upgrades we had before. Of course, the further along we get into the franchise mode, the more futuristic the upgrades actually are. Or we could just rebuild the stadium, but the problem is we need like a ton of money to get that stadium. Alright, so I wasted your guys' time. So let's go ahead and start up a new franchise mode. Let's go with a couple of user options. Let's go with the bad teams from earlier. One more. Just so we can get the Steelers in there for good measure. Alright, let's start it up. Unfortunately, this means we're just going to have to deal with the long simulations again. Alright, so let's skip ahead. Let's see if history changes this time. I thought we were in good shape when we lost the first couple games of the preseason, but then all of a sudden, like, we got on a good tear, and we are actually a very good owner. Up through the rest of the preseason. Hope you're doing well tonight, Hecho. Thanks for stopping by. We got another tie. The Texans and the Broncos in this universe. It is always interesting going back to these old sports games and seeing what we don't have now. In fact, I think recent Madden games finally removed the owner mode feature. Maybe because they felt like it was redundant. Let's just skip ahead to the regular season so we can just... Actually, before we do...
Coming to you live from
go to the
Redwood
owner
Shores,
box.
the EA Radio
Wanted to see
Show
something
with
real
host
quick.
Tony Bruno.
See, look. St. Louis got ribs. The Steelers got kielbasa and pierogies. The Browns got sausages and chicken wings. And the 49ers have sushi, super hot dogs, and a garlic chicken sandwich. This is what I mean by, like, every team has their own, like, unique food item. Alright, let's go ahead and simulate the entire regular season. We're in for a little bit of a waiting period then. Alright, well, oh no, I still got a little bit of water. Alright, good sign, the 49ers lost. Like I say, the more losses we get, the better. I'm only going to focus on one team, though, if multiple teams end up getting, like, a relocation package. Excuse me. Yeah, like I mentioned before, this is going to be the last nighttime stream for a while. My brother's going back to online school next week, so I got to get back into the motion of morning streams again. So they probably will start like as soon as I take my dogs out, finish switching out my dogs and taking care of them for the morning. That'd probably be around like 9 o'clock. Either that or I just have to get up like earlier than that, like 7, 8 o'clock. So that we'd make it easier. Yeah, like I said, the more losses we get, the better. Well, of course, in this universe, the Raiders do beat the Saints. Even though they have a lower record, they still are able to beat them. Thank you. I don't really feel like picking all 32 teams. At least the 49ers only now got their first win of the season. The Browns now have too few punters. So we'll let the... Sorry about that. We'll let the CPU take over that. Yep, they lost. Okay, we're probably going to end up... Excuse me, sticking with the Browns for the relocation stuff. Because the Rams are actually decent in this simulation. And the 49ers only got their second win in 10 games. Good thing Rob's not here. Okay, so we're probably going to stick with the 49ers. It's unfortunate that they had to become the victim of the relocation. Hopefully, if it works out like I think it will. Yeah, they're being demolished. In fact, let me stop the simulation so we can see... Well, actually, let's just simulate through week 13 so we can see where fan support is. Actually, let me also turn on the fan here in my room so I can get some airflow in here. Yeah, the Rams, the 49ers are getting demolished. 2-10. Fan support has to be low for them. Let's see how much money these clubs have.
Live from beautiful downtown Redwood Shores, California.
Oh, no,
it's
wrong
the
one.
EA
Oh, wait, this is again to the EA Sports Radio Show. Look at that. Only 41% attendance. Now's the time to get greedy and raise the prices a little
Tony
bit.
Bruno, and I'm happy to bring you news from around the NFL as we lead you into week number 14. Don't you even think about moving from the spot you're in right now. Because
fan support's already low enough as is.
What a terrible week for injuries. 3 key players won't be dressing now for
And
the
see,
rest
look,
of the year.
fan support, it's flatlined at 0 since week 10 or week 11.
You so much carnage happen in the span of 1 week. These guys are all playing 1 minute, and the next, they're getting helped off the field.
No wonder we got the lowest salary in the league.
If you ask me, there's no other sport that demands so much from your body. We wish all these guys.
We got $33 million in cap space, and I'm being a cheapskate owner with them and not even getting any good players. Let's see. The Rams got to lose this one. Colts or Texans need free agents. Probably the Texans. Well, 49ers finally got a win against the equally lowly Arizona Cardinals. But they lose to the Redskins. Does seem like the 49ers, or at least on the path to be one of the worst teams this season. The Vikings are just as bad. Need 2 more games to go in the regular season, and we'll simulate through the postseason. Dang, now the Raiders are having a brilliant season. They're 11-4 now. Yeah, another loss for the Niners. 1 more game to go. Or any of the teams that I selected are going to make the playoffs. I know the Steelers aren't. Rams might. But yeah, the 49ers, guaranteed #1 draft pick. They are the worst team in the NFL this season. Hi, Sakai. Now the Raiders do brilliant. When I'm not controlling them. The Rams actually made the playoffs. They're the only ones of our teams that make the playoffs.
Silicon Valley, it's time once again for the Tony Bruno Show.
We'll say the
on
EA Sports
EA
bio.
Sports Radio.
Hope you're doing well, friend. How much money do we have? Oh, I should have shown off like the last game of this season to show like how bad the attendance was.
There was some drama in the NFL last week, and we'll talk about it in a moment. Another
They're
example of
averaging like
broadcasting
50%
excellence
around.
coming up today. Don't you go anywhere.
Only the
Stay
Browns
tuned.
had good money. Let's see. The Rams won the NFC West. Let's see how they do against the Giants. They're probably going to lose, right? No, they actually won. Dang, I'm surprised. And then we take on name redacted. Ah, they just barely lost. I'm doing alright, Sakai. Thank you for stopping by this week. Or tonight at all. Well, history did change. The Raiders finally did get their win. Packers-Raiders. Who wins the Super Bowl in this universe? It's gonna be the Packers. They win the Super Bowl in Houston this time around.
Coming to you live from Redwood Shores.
Let's see. How did the extra game do for the Rams?
Host, Tony.
Yeah, full attendance. That doubled their cash value. Getting that home playoff game was quite a help to them. But like I said, the Niners were the worst team by far. Well, not by far. They were only worse by a game. But I want to see if they got any relocation offers. They should. Low fan support. We got a lot of money. But I'm willing to bet that a city will offer us a lot of money. If not, then I'm just going to relocate them outright. In fact, I think it's rare, but CPU teams can relocate too. Go ahead, let the CPU sign the coaches. Get a better look at the balance sheets. Browns only made $2 million. 49ers made $37. The Rams made $25 million. And the Steelers made $14 million. Alright, so let's go to Stadium. We'll go to the 49ers. And let's relocate. Yep, see, there it is. These are what teams are willing to pay us to relocate. 3 cities want us. We could go to Boston, LA, or Mexico City. Where would you guys want to see the 49ers play out of these 3? Now, for example, let's also see like where they could be. This time you could go like Anaheim, Bismarck, North Dakota, Charleston, South Carolina, West Virginia, Columbia, South Carolina, Columbus, Ohio, Davenport. You can go to Iowa. You can go to Edmonton, Honolulu, Jackson, Mississippi, Vegas. I think Vegas was the last time too. We could go to Louisville, go to Memphis, Milwaukee, Montpelier, Montreal. I think we said Montreal last time. Pierre, South Dakota, Providence, Rhode Island, Quebec, Salem, Oregon, San Jose, San Juan, Puerto Rico for the first time. Yeah, you can go to Puerto Rico for the first time. Tallahassee, Topeka, Kansas, Toronto, Vancouver, DC, and Winnipeg. I think we just flat out go with the team that's offering the most. Let's go to Mexico City. Unless... Now let's just go to Mexico City, see what that's like. So now we selected the location. Now we gotta design our stadium. We can design it however we want. Design it like a scoreboard thing, like right there. I'm surprised too, Sakai. But yeah, like I said, you could pretty much customize this game customize your stadium however you want. Well, again, with regards to, like, the limits of the game here. We could change the name of the stadium, too, if we want to. I like all the stadiums, too. And I do like the ability to create your own stadium. Let's just go with a Mexican company, Telcel. Oh, nope. Let's go with pattern 5 and for the end zone. Now we could also change how the stadium looks on the outside, kind of. You can go with natural, grass, baseball field, or artificial. I prefer natural grass. Team logo. We can go with a Metros background. We go rural, mountains, the desert, a tropical environment. I like Metro 1. Alright, so we got our stadium design. Now we gotta secure the funds. I only have $37 million. they're only willing to contribute like 35 million, like I said. Now, depending on how much we contribute and how much these personal seat licenses, we can only contribute up to $25 million worth of it. We could bankrupt Mexico City at this point. Which is why I guess if it's recommended, unless you're willing to go into a bit of debt, then you're probably better off like just contributing your own money, saving up a lot of money, and then relocating. Unless, of course, the teams are willing to offer you big relocation packages. I'm willing to take the above average odds at $95 million. Alright. Let's submit the proposal. Is it going to be enough? Sending out a proposal for a vote means your fans will learn about your intent to move the team, whether you get approval or not. Alright, it's been approved. Welcome to Mexico City. Now, at this point, we can change up anything about our team we want to. We can use generic. What would be a good name for a team based in Mexico City? You got Deers, Desperados. Let's try the Desperados. Or like if you want to keep goodwill with your fans, you just simply rebuild your stadium. Where you get all the same stadium stuff. Is that how you spell Desperados? The plural? We'll stick with see if we can get the good green of Mexico here. There we go. That'll be good enough. Alright. We changed our nickname. Now we gotta change the uniforms. Let's see. It's a pretty basic customization. But again, you can still change it however you want. In fact, I don't even think you can... It's a shame you can't even like get like the logo on there. There we go. Alright, well, that's about as good as we're going to get. Congratulations on your relocation. Your new student will be built next regular season. So you have to move at the end of next year. Well, the Chiefs would have to be bad enough for that, DJ. Or actually, I could have just relocated even if I wanted to, but that would require, like, again, a lot of my own money. Your fans will not be pleased with you packing up the team, so be prepared for a rough year. Meanwhile, let's just get some upgrades to the stadiums we do have, since they're not as old. Oh yeah? Nice! Alright, let's get some upgrades. Cup holders are always nice to have, and an internet cafe. That will raise, like, stadium maintenance, so keep that in mind. Every stadium of ours needs cup holders. Actually, that's all the money we got for the Browns. That's all they got. Cup holders for the Rams. Internet cafe for them. That'll add about $150,000 to maintenance. So it's not going to be that much more expensive. And like I said, we can still rename the stadiums if we want to. I like Heinz Field, so that's actually, we'll keep that. Oh, we just changed the... Let's just get a sponsorship for the Browns with Shark Bite Foods. Win 8 games or a playoff appearance. Either way, that'll get the Browns an extra $1.7 million. Oh yeah, we can't change the sponsor now because of the fact that we changed their team. And then we can change the name here too. So, yeah, let's just let the CPU fill everything. We're just going to skip ahead another season. Looks like we're gonna be spending most of our time in Madden 2005. Actually, shouldn't I be able to? Yes, I should. Okay, good. Management. I need CPU to take over everything here. Because because if I don't do anything, the CPU is not gonna help me out at all. There we go. Okay. Now we can skip ahead. See? No, they will not be. They can't. Well, maybe if you like relocate them to Topeka, maybe you could still be Kansas Chiefs. But otherwise, no. Otherwise, it'd be best if you just change the name. I think like the slow part of this game is going to be like when we get to free agency of the NFL draft. Well, I guess re-signing here is also going to take a little bit of a while. I'm going to get some water real quick. I'll be right back in a bit, guys. Alright, I'm back. Thank you. I guess the draft wasn't that long. So the real slog is going to be when we get through the free agent signing, because the first couple of days usually takes a while. There we go. All 252 players have been signed, or have been drafted. So we'll see if this last season in San Francisco, the 49ers get better than a 3-13 record with what we've got here. Remember, the Niners got the first overall pick for being the worst team this season. And yeah, they go through an identity crisis just like the 49ers. They moved down south, a bit south from San Francisco to Santa Clara, but they're still called the San Francisco 49ers. That is like an exception to the rule, because they still are technically in the San Francisco Bay Area. Just about an hour down south. Yeah, see, this is the part that takes the longest, is the free agency signing. Because they got, like, undrafted rookies along with all the top players that left. I mean, who knows if Michael Strahan got re-signed, or Charles Woodson, or Ricky Williams. I know, it's wild. Yeah, that's like the only case I could think of. Well, actually, there could be a new case within a year or two. The Bears want to move out of Chicago and move over across state lines to Indiana. Now the question remains if they'll still be called the Chicago Bears if it goes through. Well, yeah, now it's not too bad, but then you got to consider also, Sakai, that we got to simulate a second season so that we can make the the relocation to be finalized. Oh, you're talking about San Francisco. My bad. My bad. I'm smart. I'm smart. Alright, as the days get lower, let me just check something real quick. As the days get lower, the simulation's gonna go by faster. Alright, 24 days to go. There we go. See how it went down from like 20 days to 0?
Live from beautiful downtown Redwood Shores, California, it's the EA Radio
Alright.
Show.
Let's take a look at the rosters. How are the 49ers
Hello,
this year?
sports fans. I'm Tony Bruno, your charming host. We've got all kinds of things to discuss on today's
Hard to
program.
see who they picked, though, as
There
the
is information
number one
aplenty
draft
coming
pick.
your way. You don't want to miss it, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Hey, Cobra, how you doing? We're not focusing on winning in this stream, or in this, dang.
We've got to bring this
The
up for all you
49ers
loyal
drafted
listeners because I
3
know
right
you'd like to
guards.
hear this.
They got a right tackle.
Dexter Coakley is reportedly skipping out on most of training
Well, to be
camp so
fair-
he can play basketball. That's right. You heard me right.
Well, no.
Basketball. Not NBA, of course, but semi-pro. Hello.
Who
What's
else
going
did
through
we-
this guy's mind right now? Does he think he's immune to attending the team's camp where players begin their
Okay,
long
this is
haul
probably our
towards
number
getting
one,
in shape,
the
learning
49ers
system,
number one pick
bonding
with
one another,
Jeff
et cetera, et
Henson.
cetera? What kind of reception does he think
At
he's gonna
72
get when he finally
overall.
shows up? This is just another
Or no, maybe we
step
got
in
this
the
guy,
wrong
Twan
direction.
Romberg. A punter. Alright.
Let's go to the phone.
We're doing an interesting thing with, there we go. We're doing an interesting thing with this little franchise mode, Cobra. We are taking, I'm selecting multiple teams.
Live from beautiful downtown.
Well, the Rams got a $2.5 million contract. That's also another way to add revenue. So we're trying something different with this little franchise experiment. I just want to show off, I wanted to show off what relocation is like in a Madden franchise mode. We're taking the San Francisco 49ers, moving them down south and renaming them the Mexico City Desperados. Because Mexico City offered us almost $20 million to move to their stadium. Uh-oh. 0-2. Oh, we finally got a win. So last year, the 49ers were the worst team at 3-13. Let's see if they improve this season. Last season, the Packers won the Super Bowl over the Oakland Raiders. I forgot to see where the Cowboys or the Texans were. Oh wait, this is regular season. That's right. That was preseason. Alright, let's go. The only thing I don't like is that it doesn't keep like any team stat tracking. It keeps player stat tracking from season to season, but it doesn't keep team stat tracking. So like actually, if you like paid attention to the coaches, they would have like a stat tracking sort of thing. Players have it, and that's good. But I would also like it if there was like team stat tracking, like I could see team history sort of thing. Yeah, I know, DJ. My family's watching the Broncos-Packers preseason game right now. And speaking of Packers, the defending champs are starting off with a bang, already 3-0 to start the season. Uh-oh. Niners are already 1-2 to start the season. Cowboys got blanked by the Chargers. Rams crushed the Seahawks. No points. Yeah, The Packers are my brother's favorite team. I think I've mentioned that, like, before. The Rams beat the Cowboys 28-10. I think that means this would be the era where the NFC West as a whole was pretty weak, and that's how the Rams were able to get the division win. Uh-oh. Guys, I don't think the 49ers are going to get a better season. They're already 1-5. Doesn't help that the Rams crushed them 21-10. Let's see. Steelers aren't good this time either. I don't know if I want to relocate them, though. DJ's not really a fan of the NFL. He just only pays attention to the Super Bowl halftime show. He's really hoping BTS or a K-pop band gets to be on the halftime show this year. You know what, I'm not going to call them name redacted. I'm just going to straight up call them the Redskins, because that's what they were called until, like, 2018 or 2019. Well, no, like 2022, I think. We'll see if this year there'll be K-pop stuff. Where's the Super Bowl again? Oh yeah, LA. Maybe with the Super Bowl in LA there'll be a K-pop. Rams are not making the postseason this time around. And the 49ers again are just... Look at this. Hold on. I need to see something. Show me the standings. Oh my goodness. Oh. Look at this. We are 12 weeks into the season. Look at this. Every team in the NFC West has a losing record. So the NFC West is still wide open. I do not believe that. So technically the Rams lead the NFC West at 4-7.
Live from
Okay, week 13. That's just as embarrassing.
coming to you
How's the owner
Redwood
stuff?
Shores, it's the EA Radio Show with host Tony Bruno.
Yeah, see, we got low fan support. Unbelievable. We'll see which one of these lose. The standings determine which spot teams make in the playoffs. It shows like how well your team is doing or how bad your team is doing, so to speak. It's mostly like a place just to show your record. There was no way we were beating the Colts. Gotta keep an eye on the NFC West. Okay, well, at least the Rams are somewhat recovering. Pooh, dang. Eagles crushed the Cowboys 28-12. This alternate reality me owning the 49ers is going terribly. Okay, yeah, the 49ers were not any better. They were not any better, even with all the money they got. Let's see. Cardinals won, so that puts them at 7-9. So the Rams have to win, I think, and they did not. But I think since the Rams beat the Cardinals, I think the Rams are the NFC West champions at 7-9. Oh, that's fair enough, Sakai. That's fair. Yeah, see, look, 7-9. We made the playoffs. We won the NFC West for the second straight year. Incredible. That's not how it usually is supposed to go. Well, at least we guarantee ourselves extra revenue with an extra home game. How do we do against the Vikings this time? Despite all that, we only missed the next round of the playoffs by 1 point. Chiefs beat the Patriots. Let's see. And Packers will not be going for a repeat as the Vikings took them out. Panthers, Dolphins. Let's see. Who wins the Super Bowl in Game 2 here? It will be the Miami Dolphins. They finally break through for a Super Bowl win after 50 years. Or after 40 years. Alright. Let's move on to the off-season. Alright, and now we gotta get through all this. Teams definitely, like, you know, get themselves new sponsors. It does, you're right, Sakai. You have to watch the playoffs from home, rest of the playoffs at home. AFC won the Pro Bowl game 28-9. I think it's about to finalize the fact that we relocated. So we'll play the. So we'll do it. We'll just do it. Yep. See, there we go. I'm pretty sure I spelled Desperados wrong. But there we go. It's now official. We are now the Desperados, and look at that. With all the expenses now, we now owe $40 million. See, there we are. Set the prices for this new stadium. There we go. What's their concessions? Look at that. Tacos and nachos. Perfect. And $6 beer, though. See, like I said, every place has their own unique food. That's a nice touch I like. I'm surprised people already want to rename the stadium. Get some more upgrades for this stadium here. See, look, every new year they'll add something. Like they added HD TV replays, massage seats, and an LED video screen. Who would want to take... Yes. And now it's rich... All these cities are willing to pay the same amount of money. Almost $20 million. For the legendary Steelers. How about the Browns? Nobody wants the Browns. Nobody ever wants the Browns. Alright, so... Just like before. Just like before, we're going to simulate the offseason one more time. There we go. Alright, to the schedule. Let's start the new season. Alright, yeah, like I said, this usually takes a while. Well, plus, I would also need to see if the newspaper changes as well. It's probably going to be an unlicensed see if it's a fictional newspaper. It probably is going to be. Sorry I spent longer than planned on Madden 2005. How long have I been going? Just over an hour. That's not bad. There we go. Get those draft projections. Just check some stuff here while we wait. Yeah, now we go through the actual draft. Skip through the 5th round. Alright, I think next up we'll show off a football game I haven't had a chance to show off yet. There we go, sign the draft picks. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Now we gotta sign the draft picks. Now we gotta wait the long time to go through all the free agency stuff and draft pick signings. Let's see how long that takes now. I didn't realize it would take this long to sign the draft picks either. There we go. Now we're finally in the signing free agency stage. Thank you guys again for choosing to spend tonight with me. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I probably won't be going back to night. I'll probably be back at night streams on occasion, like mostly when my brother's out of town. But that won't happen. I don't think that'll happen that often. Maybe like a couple more times throughout the year. Yeah, but then we get into the long part of just waiting for the first few days of free agency to end. Yeah, but at least that's in the morning. That's in like 11 in the morning. Oh, dang. Now I don't even know if I'll be able to like react to it live or. Right, we're almost there, guys. We're almost into the new season. There we go. Now the days are getting faster. Nah, well, the crashes would definitely be a part of it, but maybe one of these, I gotta like move out to get better internet.
Live from
Maybe
Silicon
one
Valley,
day.
it's time.
All right. Same as before. We'll just skip ahead past training camp, preseason setup,
Live.
and then we just yeah, we're not counting the preseason. We're just gonna show off a little bit of the actual game. Because I'm pretty sure my CPU can't handle all this Madden or the new stadium we're about to enter. But I will simulate like the first season, well, this one last season here, just so we can see like how much we made. Skip on ahead. Stepping late the last week of the preseason. Alright, just skip on through the regular season. Just move this over here. Sorry again for taking so long in Madden 2005 tonight.
Coming to you
Alright.
live from Redwood Shores.
So
the
our money's-
EA radio show with host
Oh,
Tony
the Browns are
Bruno.
actually got low money. We owe $43 million. Yeah, like I said, we're not going to stick long on our opening stadium. Here we go. We're taking on the Chiefs. Game 1. Alright. You guys ready to see our stadium? One of these days, probably like in a month or two, maybe closer to my birthday, we'll do like a subathon or a donathon. Maybe try to get myself to raise money for a new PC or something. I'm just spitballing here. Here we go. Here we are. The first ever regular season game in Mexico City.
We're just about ready to kick off another year of NFL football. Thanks for being here to enjoy today's season opening.
You know what? I would have a better idea next time.
Against the home team. Welcome to another presentation of NFL football. Hi everyone, I'm
Yeah,
Al
sorry again for
Michaels,
the slowdown.
and with me as always, John Madden.
This offense.
Yeah, sorry again for the slowdown. Actually, I could have had like a better idea. Like, I still have like I need to get like a new USB plug-in and wire.
Both teams are taking the field, and the season is about ready to get started. Romberg is back and ready to put this one in the air. Good distance.
Okay, yeah,
From
see all the
9-yard line.
unfortunate lag I gotta deal with. Actually, let me try something.
The offense is heading out
See if
onto
that'll
the
help.
field for their first drive of the game.
This defense makes you good.
First and 10.
Yeah, no, it didn't really do anything. Yeah, but now you kind of see why I do all these, why I do all this TV styles that I do. I always do it off stream. Hopefully the next game we're about to play will have it easier. Okay, yeah, see, it's too laggy, but you got the gist of the stadium. You got the gist of what the stadium looks like. And it's still a feature most people miss, that you can actually build your own stadium. Nowadays in Madden, when you relocate a team, you pick from a limited selection of cities. A limited selection, oh no, is this, ah, dang, I think the game froze. And I never saved. Oh well. We got to the part that I wanted to show off anyway. The stadium, at least. That's the cool part. That's all I wanted to show off anyway. Sorry that the game froze and we'll never find out how much the Desperados made in their first season as an NFL team. But now let's just switch over to another game. The rare year that Konami actually had the ESPN license. Let's take a look at ESPN NFL Primetime 2002. The only year that Konami had the rights to the NFL. Yeah, the bright side is that the stadium looked great. Yeah, see? Here's proof. Konami of America and ESPN. They did make NBA and NHL games and soccer games, but this was the only NFL game they made. DJ, your argument would have been valid if I said if it was Sega, but this is Konami.
Touchdown.
So this just dives full into the ESPN aesthetic.
NFL Prime Time. Next.
So hopefully I don't get copyright claimed by Disney. So we're just gonna do exhibition game. Am I able to? Can I do random teams? Oh. Yeah. Wait, what'd that say? Oh, I thought the name was misspelled. Never mind. Alright. 3, 2, 1, stop. Bengals, alright. And we'll have them take on the... No. Let's just have them take on the Browns. Have that Ohio rivalry. Oh wait, the help button's the square button. Okay, so you couldn't randomize the teams. Alright. They actually get to select the teams like once you actually get to the game, so don't worry about no controller select yet. Pretty sure this, hopefully since this is like an easier sort of game, hopefully it won't like completely render this another laggy stream.
Welcome to
Oh,
today's
nope, we're
game
good.
between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to NFL Primetime.
They got the
I'm
hosts
Chris
of
Berman.
NFL
He's
Primetime
Tom
to be the
Jackson.
commentators.
All of us at Primetime
Chris Berman and Tom
all of us at
Jackson.
ESPN, welcome.
And this is from Point of View
Tom,
Studios.
what
They
do these
did
two
work
teams
on like
bring to the table today?
the later midway games like Red Card, NFL Blitz, NHL Hits, all those games, Slugfest.
A new head coach will mean improvement is on the way. The Bengals continue to face tough times on the playing field. Questions on both sides of the ball are looming, but in the NFL, anything is possible.
Thanks, Tom.
You won't hear any complaints from the players about the field conditions today.
A perfect field. Coin toss.
Bengals, would you like to kick off or receive?
We'll kick.
White back to receive the kick.
So yeah, this game does have all the ESPN aesthetics. There you go.
By number 5.
Didn't want to get a penalty for...
One of the best games we've seen this year.
Ooh, already he gets tackled. Michael Basnight with the tackle. The halfback of all things. Let's go with a nickel defense cover man.
1st and 10.
Luckily, since this is an older PS2 game,
Man in motion.
graphics aren't that much of an issue.
Count. Looking to throw.
Where was that ball
The
going?
Browns' strength on offense is a passing attack with the weapons to keep the ball moving or go deep.
We'll keep that in mind. Let's go 3-4 this time. 3 weeks guy.
7 and 10. The DB by 3-4. Count. Looks downfield.
Oh, he caught it.
With 2 defenders on it.
Didn't work.
26-yard reception by Johnson.
Kevin Johnson is a guy that can put points on the board.
I tried to break that block, but I fell down. Yeah, nobody was near the receiver before making the tackle. All right, let's go with a stunt man and then nickel defense.
1st and 10. Count. Drops back.
Oh, almost had it.
Just as the ball
Corey
arrives,
Hall with the
he's able to
defensive
jar
play
it
there.
loose and force the incompletion.
Let's go with 8-man, 500 zone.
2nd and 10.
High formation, man in motion.
Quarterback drops back.
Oh no, wide open.
By Johnson.
And he gets tackled around the
33-yard
20.
Catch by Johnson. That's his 2nd catch of the game.
Kevin Johnson began his Syracuse career as a quarterback. but
Yeah,
was
that
moved to
he
receiver
had
and became
all the space in the
Donovan
world to
McNair's
make that
favorite
catch.
target.
No luck on our side that time. All right, let's go with an island blitz.
1st and 10.
See if we can just hold these guys to a field goal. We're probably only going to play a quarter,
Here's the handoff.
just so we can move this along. All right, so it only got 3 yards on the tackle. Let's go with a zone blitz.
2nd and 7. Go back to the strong side with 3 wide for the offense.
2nd and 7.
Looks like play action.
Oh, nice block by Foley.
The Bengals zone
Now
blitz
let's finally look
defense
at the
has been stingy
Bengals
against the
defensive
run,
line.
but they gave up over 200 passing yards a game last season.
As you can see by that big reception we gave up. Let's go. Let's switch it up. Let's go with a cover man 11. 3rd and 7. Screen pass, only got a couple. So we are only going to hold them to a field goal. Let's go with a field goal block B.
32-yard field goal attempt by
Phil Dawson with the kick. Sorry. Here's the kick. And it's good.
It's good.
3 points on the board for Cleveland.
First field goal today.
All right.
The Browns line up for the kickoff.
Now it's our turn to receive the ball. Here we go. Chad Johnson with the reception. And still got it to about the 20. Alright, let's go with inside lead with Corey Dillon here.
10 at the 21-yard line. Far formation in the backfield.
Go.
It's a run, running right. You get the first down and more.
There we go, nice first down for that one.
A 16-yard run by Dillon. The defensive line was just out-muscled on that play.
If they
Go
don't find a way to
with
stop
a Z
this
curl.
guy, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Let's test out the passing game.
He throws it away.
Wait, really?
Out of bounds.
The Bengals
Well, at least I'm not going to get called for, oh, I pressed the wrong button, that's why. I'm used to seeing green and thinking that means like, you know, that means like the triangle button. Green in this case is the R1 button, so I had to keep that in mind next time.
Throwing left.
Caught it. First down.
He corrals him at the 31-yard
Oh, it's a defensive penalty.
Flag down on the play.
Defensive pass interference on number 24, defense.
We'll decline.
Penalty declined. First down.
We get more yards that way.
First and
All right, let's
10.
go up the middle again. Well, not again, but let's do another run play.
They'll keep it on the ground.
All right, not bad.
He corrals him at
About
the
5
26-yard
yards.
line.
Yeah, 5 yards there. All right, let's switch up the formation. Let's go with a tight end follow.
2nd and 5 at the 26-yard
John Kidna behind
line.
center.
Going right.
Oh, the kneel, caught it. First down.
Barely brought down by Miller.
Nice job. First down. Let's go I formation.
1st and 10. High formation to the Bengals. It's a run.
Oh, breaking, bouncing off of the would-be defenders. Oh, referee even got knocked to the ground, there a bit.
Corey Dillon is a talent capable of busting out on any play.
Let's go pro set. Fullback follow. Let's get the fullback some yards on the ground.
8-yard line. The D shows a 4-3. Here's the run. Breaks
Run to the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown.
He seems to have a knack for finding his way into the end zone.
And it worked. Number 71 even got a pancake block in there. Now let's go kick the field goal. Oh look, hopefully a copyright-free version of Wild Thing. Hopefully. Ooh, good thing I moved it back over a little bit. But there we go, we got the first touchdown of the game. I'm going to consider us the winners after the first quarter if we hold on.
Number 5, the kickoff.
Nice deep into the 5. Another tackle right about where we usually go, about the 22, 23-yard line. Less than 2 minutes to go. Let's go with a dime defense this time with a 4 deep zone.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Lead high for the offense. The pitch to Sellers.
Oh, it's X and square. Okay, I'm used to like circle on defense too. Oh wait, no, I think they did change it up back in the day. Let's go with a cover man in the nickel defense.
2nd down and 6 to go. Count. Looking to throw.
Oh, what a catch. That could be enough for the
Brought
first.
down by Simmons.
I think he's going to
They
be
have to start by
just
being
short.
able to
Yep, third and
establish
inches.
one phase of their offense, and
Let's go with the
whether it's
3-4
run
zone
or
blitz
pass,
noise.
the other will be able to feed off its success.
All right, here we go. Third and inches. I think they're going to run it.
Jackson
They are.
with the ball.
Got him.
Brought
No
down
first
by
down.
Smith.
Justice Smith with the
A
tackle.
1-yard run by Jackson.
Their down linemen are starting to really stuff
Let's go
the run.
return left.
Gardocki back to punt.
Warwick here is going to return the punt. Yeah, there's Gardocki, 11th year pro out of Clemson. Just under a minute to go. I wasn't sure if I was able to do a skill move.
The Browns' defense is anchored by a strong linebacking
Right, let's
core that
quick
can
toss
play
it to the
with
left
any
to Corey.
offense in the league. Look for the dog pound to chew up opponents this year.
The pitch to
Ah, nope. Defense wasn't ready for that toss to the left.
The 35-yard line.
Let's go Z under.
Second down and 15 to go. He's throwing.
Go McGee.
long.
Caught it. Oh,
He
he's
could
free to the
go
10,
all
5.
the way.
He could go all the way.
A
Touchdown
64-yard pass
Bengals.
by Kitten.
Offensively, that's
Skipped
what
over
you're
Chris
trying to
Berman's
accomplish.
famous line.
Allow one of your playmakers the opportunity to score.
Look at that missed tackle there by number 24. Now a different enough version of We Will Rock You. Kick it hard. There we go.
It's good.
14-3.
That'll be 2 extra points today.
Cleveland average field position after kickoff. Their own 20.
High kick.
Doesn't help that the wind keeps blowing against us.
He switches gears.
And average isn't really going to change much.
First
Oh yeah,
and
that's
10.
true. I forgot ESPN had that sort of thing. Alright, first and 10, 21 seconds left.
Count. Drop
Oh, it's lucky that wasn't called a fumble.
back. Second and 10.
That's going to bring up second and 10. Less than 20 seconds to go.
Count. Looks downfield.
Ooh, nice catch.
Nice execution there, Tom.
So that's going to make it
Great timing
third
between
and
the quarterback
4.
and receiver.
Alright.
Third
We'll
and
see if
4
they
at
get a
the
playoff in
28-yard
time.
line.
5,
Unit
4,
formation
3,
in the
2, 1. Hike it now? Nope.
Quarter will come to a close before they can get another play off. Score at the end of the first quarter, the Bengals 14, Browns 3.
So there we go. Oh, I forgot I had to advance myself, but there we go. That's our look. That's our look at ESPN NFL Primetime 2002 for the PlayStation 2. I'm just realizing the volume may have been down too much for you guys. Could you guys have heard the game all right? Let's go ahead. Maybe for later we'll come back to this. Alright, let's see. What other out there game I could play next? Let's see. You know what? Hopefully the emulation changed a little bit. Let's take a look at NBA 07 for the PS2. We're going to be sticking with the PS2 tonight, pretty much. Now this one's a bit different because for the first time since NBA Live 99, an NBA video game has the Turner Sports license. Will they show it here or? Yeah, see there's that TNT logo on the bottom left. In fact, with that I'm probably gonna have to move my model a bit so you guys can see it better. Oh, fair enough. Let me go ahead and turn up the game a little bit. There we go. Now the reason it's called the Life Volume 2 because it's actually the second game in a trilogy of games. Oh, I can't really change that. Oh, here we go. Audio. Can't deal with copyrights. Are you kidding me? What the heck is that? Oh. Dang it, I guess I shouldn't have messed around. Try again. Well, actually, if it doesn't... Oh, wait, it paused, that's why. Try again. Let's try this again. Maybe I'll just go ahead and start the game. Instead of... Hopefully I won't get copyright claimed. But we'll just go ahead and start the game as is. Yeah, I believe this was the first season to have the Cleveland Bobcats. Oh no, they were in since... That would have been in since like NBA 2005. Or in this case, NBA Live 2005, ESPN NBA 2K5, those sorts of games. This was also the first year the NBA tried out a new ball for like half a year before all the players complained about it. If it doesn't work here, then we'll switch over to NBA 08. Because that also has the NBA on TNT license. If I get myself a PS3, I'm definitely going to show you guys... I'll definitely show you guys the PS3 versions of the Sony's NBA series. Let's go with Golden State versus LA. Just like before, we're only going to play like one quarter, just to again move things along. But this game was actually this game was the second game in a trilogy of games that Sony was making at the time called The Life. If I had a slightly better running computer, I would definitely have shown it off. Or shown it off some more. Because I think I showed it off like a little bit, like when I was just messing around with PS2 games. There we go. Oh, hey, look, the crowd's actually better than the last time I played this game.
Golden State Warriors.
No play-by-play, no endless, just pure hoop noise. There you go. I need to turn it down at least on my end. Go, pass over to 54. There we go. Alright, so this game did do something before 2K. Look at this. We got a shot meter. Yes, DJ, at least in North America, it's been a year since the NBA on TNT was no longer a thing. Sony introduced a shot meter before 2K did. Pull up, jumper. Two-pointer. Okay, so this is running better than I thought it would. Maybe it's better on the PS2 emulator now. I remember when the stadiums were actually empty when you played when I tried playing this before. Well, at least I think I tried playing this. Kobe again couldn't make it. Good dunk. So I am covering up the stat line on the bottom. I'm sorry about that. Block. Oh. Around. Oh, they're finally going to get it. Yeah, that was the big thing about the NBA series on Sony's NBA series, is that it did introduce like a shot meter before 2K did, when NBA 2K15 technically came around. But yeah, the colors on the coordinating on there is what you'd expect it to be. Green means it's guaranteed to go in. Weird animation there, but it worked out. Green means it's definitely going to go in. Yellow is 50-50. And red means that it is very rare. Ah, stepped out of bounds. Dang it.
Los Angeles Lakers ball.
Yeah. We scored 8 in a row, and now they scored 6 in a row. 2 minutes into the first.
35.
There we go. Good jumper.
Jason Richardson with the bucket.
Try to counter. Oh, Lamar Odom just
2-point
bodied us.
Lamar Odom.
Oh, see, look how that meter went down, like almost immediately, because we were covered. Oh, oops. Smush Parker. That's an interesting name. I've never heard that name on the Lakers before. Guess I didn't really pay attention to the Golden State Warriors in 2006 and 7. Yeah, go ahead. Nope. Nice job done, Levy. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh. 31 tried to get the putback, but it didn't work. 30 to go. Tied at 10. Did force enough to make a miss. Pass to Barron. Murphy. Richardson. Oh, highlight dunk. Boom. Let's look at it again on the TNT replay. Yeah, but definitely one of these days I'll definitely show off. Probably have to get a PS3 on my own, but I'll definitely show off the. That's all right, DJ. I'll probably show off the PS3 versions of NBA 07 and 08. Blocked. He was gonna miss it, but I blocked him. Ooh! Kobe with the poster.
With a
Dang.
2-point shot.
First three-pointer.
Jason Richardson from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, Jason Richardson was the star player of the Warriors of this era. Foul. 2 shots.
There was a foul call on the shot.
And free throws work the same way as shooting. There is a meter. If you get it to the green, it's gonna go in. Wide open. Baron Davis for 2.
Drains the 2.
Got a third of the points tonight. Oh. I'm just realizing I think I may have pressed the wrong button as the turbo button. Foul and 1 for Kwame.
For 2.
Dang it.
Assist from.
And nailed it. We're tied. Minute to go. Pass over. Get him out of the paint. 60 seconds. Aw, he got covered. Radmanovich with the rebound. Lamar Odom with it. With 3. Nope, Kobe with the rebound. Almost blocked it, but we get the rebound. 35 seconds to go. Finally got a yellow shot, but that one wasn't going to go. Kobe to Kwame. Back to Kobe. Fade away. Nope. J-Rich with the rebound. Bader. Got it. 10 seconds to go.
Jason Richardson for 2. Play deep.
And that's a block.
We've reached the end of the first quarter of play. It's the Golden State Warriors, 19.
Well, there we go. We did good in our first game, our first quarter.
17.
Like I said, maybe one of these days I'll take a look at the story mode trilogy of NBA for Sony's NBA series. Get ourselves a couple more games here. Let's see. Why not? Let's go with the game with a confusing name in multiple regions and multiple consoles, depending on which system you play this on. We're taking a look at the game that's known in the UK as Virtua Tennis 2 for the PlayStation 2. This game in North America was called Sega Sports Tennis for the PlayStation 2. Or if you had this on the Dreamcast, this is just called... Oh, no, wait. Or if you played this on the Dreamcast, this was called Sega Sports Tennis 2K2. This game was officially a part of the Sega Sports lineup at that time.
Sega Sports Tennis.
Yeah, see? With the Williams sisters as the cover in North America. I don't even know who's on the cover in Europe. Yeah, like I said, this is Sega Sports Tennis for the this is Sega Sports Tennis for the PS2. Oh, there we go. We're just gonna do ourselves an exhibition match. So, first of 3 games. Tiebreak on. Computer level normal. Let's go. So there's only 16 licensed pros, just like in Virtua Tennis 1. 8 from the men and 8 from the women. Will be the, I believe... Oh, there's no American men in this game. I don't think that would be a thing until like Virtua Tennis 2009 for the 360 and PS3. Let's go with Tim Henman from Great Britain. And against Magnus Norman from Sweden. Of course, there are no licensed stadiums ever in a Virtua Tennis game. And I have to play through more of the games, either the game's career mode or the game's World Tournament mode. Let's go with this game's version of the US Open, since that's about to happen. Congrats, DJ. See how long it'll take. There we go.
Henman to serve.
Whoa, whoa.
Love 15.
Well, already we're in great shape. Oh, I forgot
Love
Dang.
30.
This is normal difficulty? There we go.
Love
This is
40.
normal difficulty? Oh boy, I'm in trouble. I need to get used to the speed of this game.
Norman to serve.
Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Good hit. Whoop. Bit too far. Hit. There we go. Nice. There we go.
Love 15.
Take care of this real quick. There we go. Maybe because I didn't get enough of the screen. Oh, fair enough. I feel like a lot of people's introduction to sports was Wii Sports. And that's completely fair. Good hard hit.
Love 40.
And we're making it not as easy, but score-wise it's going to go just as simple. There we go.
Henman.
Now that we can actually hit the ball. There we go.
15 love.
Nice. Hard hitting 114 miles an hour. Up, smash. There we go. Oh, careful. Here we go. Slow it down, slow it down. Ah, nope. Let him have that one. Yeah. Yeah. Boom. Oh. There we go. Now we got him. Game point. There we go.
Game ended.
There we go. We finally got a serve win. We win this next game, we win the match.
Love 15.
There we go. There we go. Oh, nope, I went too far.
15 all.
Yeah. Good job. Back it up. There we go. Good hit. Nice. Nice. There we go. Ah, bad hit. Oh, diving hit. Nah. There we go.
34.
Match point. And that's the win. Boom. There we go. Nice. Only took us 3.5 minutes to win that match. Now tournaments like the simple, like arcade style at the Virtua Tennis Series, you just face like 4 or 5, 4 opponents before trying to move on. Not move on, like before you win the arcade mode. Why don't we show off a bit? Let's at least show off what it looks like a bit. Because in this game, you got to make yourself a male and a female character. Oh, actually, I don't even know why I'm doing that. It would take a while. Oh, I didn't mean to press that game. But yeah, there is, like I said, there is a actual male and female career mode in this game. And you gotta manage them both at the same time. Alright, I think I got time for like 1 or 2 more games tonight. Let's go with... You know what, I've been meaning to show this off for a while. Did you know EA made rugby and cricket games? And only the rugby games made it to North America?
EA Sports. It's in the game.
This was the only rugby game I ever played. This is Rugby 2004 for the PlayStation 2. Actually, I better skip ahead so I don't get trouble with the copyright. Yeah, I know, DJ. I know. I played this a lot when I was a teen. Not a lot, but I played it like a couple of times. I did, like I said, this is the only rugby game I ever had. There was only like Rugby and Rugby 2004 in North America. No user profile. I just want to get into a quick game. Yeah, this game only has, oh no, there is like some club representation. Does the game? Oh yeah, that's just a simple tournament mode, so it is basically like just a simple like international sort of game. The best way I'm gonna win is if I use an easy one. So let's do the British Isles. Are there any North American stadiums? Nah. Let's go to Reading. Set the halves down to 5 minutes just so again we can move it along. We'll see if it works.
Welcome to this match between the British Isles and the USA at Reading. Here come the teams, and they certainly look...
Okay, now, oh wait, maybe it'll help if,
go through the pre-game formality.
Alright, well, guess not.
Wilkinson will get this crucial match underway.
Alright, time to kick. And away we go. I'm just gonna be pressing random buttons.
Nailed in the tackle.
Because I have no idea what I'm doing.
British Isles coming up with the ball.
What am I doing? Why did I kick it that way?
Kick is made, and it's going to sail across the touchline on the full.
Yeah, see, I don't know what I'm doing.
The USA have cut the line to 2. Kassijin with the first throw of the match. Excellent work in the line-out. Ball secured once more. Offside, but the referee is playing advantage to the USA.
Yeah, see, I get offsides a lot.
To the USA. What a pity for the British Isles.
They were clearly offside.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Free kick.
Hercus with the kick. Into touch it goes.
How come they get the throw in?
The USA have a height advantage in the line-out. Kassijin, the man throwing in. Parker comes up with a line-out ball for the USA. He's through that tackle. Inside opposition territory. Great defense.
Hey, I actually made a tackle. I don't have a clue, DJ, even though EA actually did make a Australian Football League video game. Of course, only for Australia.
Lots of movement in the center. Out it comes.
All I know is just how to tackle.
They are taking an age to get it out here.
Oh, I see.
Through a couple of tackles. The USA keep a hefty tackle.
Yeah, sure.
The USA ball. Hercus trying to get the backs moving. He goes straight in. He's done well. The British Isles have marked with it.
Why is nobody getting it? Okay, no, this game is still confusing to me as it was when I was a kid. I guess I just wanted a game in my collection, you know? I don't know what I did with it though. Unfortunately, I think I threw it away or something, or sold it. But at least I showed it off, right? What next? What next? Yeah, I gotta keep thinking about games I won. But yeah, see, I'm definitely not good at rugby. I wasn't good at rugby then. I'm not good at rugby now. Let's keep going. Let's see if I can find another thing. How about... You know, how about we just show off the superstar mode of Madden NFL 07? In fact, maybe I'll even dive into a bit of the franchise mode just to see what changed. Do about an hour on here to end it tonight because I do want to end off my last primetime stream as something special.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Plus, we'll also see if I can get this game to run on run smoothly compared to 05. Rugby is not really an American sport, DJ. We'll just stick with all NFL. Well, at least we can try different music, and hopefully I won't get copyright claimed. Because even though I think Madden 07 started off the trend, well, at least either that or 06 did. Oh no, these are the remixes, but I can't show off too much of it. But they did have these old NFL films music. I think he did for the first or second time. I would say like the second time now that I think about it. But of course, I don't want to risk copyright claim, so I'm just leaving it all off. Let's take a look at franchise mode real quick. Alright, we'll pick a random team. Not gonna worry about like relocating this stuff. Just want to show off what might have changed between Madden 05 and Madden 07. Let's go with Jacksonville.
Live from beautiful downtown Redwood Shores,
So now we're just using generic music for the EA Sports Radio, which they also did in Madden 04 to Madden 05, well, Madden 06. There we go.
Bruno,
and they still got the same picture they used in Madden 05.
To discuss on today's special training camp edition. Don't you even think about moving from the spot you're in right now, because we have news and fun coming up. Stay tuned.
They still got the USA Today, but I think they use like fewer paper rights, even though of course they still got the New York Post. Yeah, see, they don't have the Chronicle, they have the Bay Sports Tribune.
Question of the day.
They don't have the Atlanta Times Constitutional, they have the Atlanta Messenger.
This NFL quarterback currently owns the record
Philadelphia
for most
Sun
attempts
instead of the
ever
real
by a
Philadelphia.
rookie.
Yeah, they're still the Miami Herald. But they did get the rights to the Dallas Morning News. Indianapolis Reader, again, fake. Kansas City Constitution, fake. San Diego Sun, fake. Skip training camp again.
Live from Silicon Valley, it's time for the EA Radio Show with hosts.
Let me just make sure I set up the things as always, like set up CPU, everything. While for the first time, you don't have to. I don't think it's. You don't have to focus. You don't have to have an owner mode if you don't want to. I think it's pretty much the same thing in like 2004 and all that. But you see, like, not much has really changed except like the renamed. Some of the stadiums, I believe, got renamed. Just gotta skip through the preseason. Actually, I probably would have been better off just like showing off the superstar mode. But I did just want to show off like what's changed, what if anything changed in the franchise mode. unfortunately, as you see there, it is taking a lot of time. I think a lot more time than it took in, like, not a lot more time, but at least a little bit more time than it took in, like, say, Madden 2005. Sorry, need some more water. And hopefully this time we'll be able to get back to the main menu instead of, like, stuck in the loading screen again. Alright, hold on. Sorry for the delay. Advance to the regular season. Advance to the regular season.
Coming to you live from Redwood Shores.
Alright,
It's the
let's
EA
see.
Radio Show.
We only have $150,000 in funds.
Hey, I'm Tony Bruno. All right, everyone.
Now let's see what Jacksonville's unique item is. Oh no, I think they gave.
Number one. We're gonna have a boatload
Unless
of
it's
information
pizza, I
for
think
you.
they gave up on
Another
the
example
unique
of
item.
Broadcasting excellence coming up today. Don't you go
Or maybe
anywhere.
they still had it,
Stay
but I
tuned.
just. Well, oh, coffee. They have coffee instead of beer. I don't know if that was done on purpose to avoid a ESRB warning, but
I'm being told we have some callers on the line who have
unless
issues to
Jacksonville's
discuss.
unique item is
so
coffee.
We're here to get those things out in the open and debate them. So how about we go to the first caller? Hi, you're on. What's your beef?
How's it going, Tony? I'd just like to get your take on players.
Okay,
going
yeah, the
both
new
ways,
feature
offense
is game
and defense.
plan.
There's a lot more of it going on these days. Troy
For
Brown's
example,
at
we're
corner,
facing
Richard
the
Seymour's at
Cowboys
fullback.
next.
Champ Bailey's catching passes.
So we get to run a practice, and depending on how we do in that practice, we'll have better attributes when we run that play.
That's one of the things that makes the NFL so great. One thing to keep in mind, though, is the fact you don't
That's
really
pretty much
see
the
a
only
whole
thing
lot of
that's
teams
new.
doing this
It's
kind
not
of
really
thing.
worth it to continue on in the franchise mode because the big addition, well, the big change was actually in the second ever player career mode in Madden history, NFL Superstar Hall of Fame, which is a bit of a reworking of Madden 06's Superstar mode. As you see here, if we had a player go through the Become a Legend mode in a Campus Legend mode in NCAA Football 07, we could have brought him into the actual game here. In Madden 06, you could have brought in either a player from NCAA Football 06, or actually you could have brought in a player from NFL Street 2. Let's go with the just a generic player. Because we got an interesting feature here with the welcome to the NFL, rookie. Do you have what it takes to climb the ranks of the NFL, become a living legend and enshrined in the Hall of Fame forever? If so, let's get you started. First, you choose your pedigree. If Daddy is a Hall of Fame running back, chances are you'll be quite the athlete, so to speak. Then you customize your appearance and build. Big muscles and a winning smile may land you the lead in next summer's blockbuster. Finally, sign up for the draft. It won't be long before the commissioner calls your name. After registering for the draft, you will be one step closer to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. And that is the goal of Madden NFL 07. Well, from 07 onward. Because this was the first year that, well, let me adjust something here real quick. Uh-oh. Dang it, my model froze. No. Can you work with me, please? There we go. Oop, didn't mean to do that. There you go. I want to shift myself up a little bit. Because this was the first year that EA got the rights to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So, for example, the fun part is you can actually be whatever position you want. The DNA is just a suggestion. For example, based on the mother and father stuff here, my mother is a supervisor at a large company. She also collects baseball cards and has an IQ of 96. My father has an average IQ. He works in quality assurance. But you know what the fun part is? As people have noticed also in these games, if I don't like my parents, I can just get a new set right here. For example, like, now my mother is an adventure seeker, and she has chess as her hobby. And my father's a farmer, and he enjoys fishing, and has, again, an average IQ. The possibilities are endless. Like, for example, now, my father was in the Hall of Fame as a right tackle. So it would make the most sense for me to be a right tackle. Let's just go to one till I find one I like. I want to be a halfback. But that's the fun part. You could be any position you want. Like, for example, I can even be a punter. My dad was a backup punter in the NFL, according to the game. So I have my father's NFL pedigree. But he loves board games and has an average IQ. There's tight end. I want to be a halfback. I'll keep randomizing until... There we go. There we go. Alright. My mom has a very high IQ, and she's only a casual golfer. My father delivers packages and loves playing video games. And I think it would say, like, it's an average IQ. Let's stick with that. But that's the fun part. I could be whatever position I want. I don't have to take the game's suggestion. I'm only going to show off, like, a little bit of this game, though. Or at least the game's superstar mode. There we go. Fresno State, number 20. Now we can change up a little bit of our appearance. Let's get some muscle. You notice that, I wonder. Oh. Guess they don't like big rears. Well, again, the more muscle you are, the better your appearance rating's gonna be. There we go. We'll have like about a. Is it better if I went? Oh, it doesn't really matter in the overall sort of thing. There we go. That's about good enough. Like right about there. All right. All right. Let's continue. Now we get an introduction cutscene for the first time, showing off the Pro Football Hall of Fame a little bit. As of 2006, more than 18,000 players have worn an NFL uniform. Yet less than 250, again as of 2006, have been enshrined in the Hall of Fame. Are you good enough to join these hallowed few? Hopefully I'm not going to get copyright claim for this Hall of Fame theme. Alright, there we go. So you did see me play a bit of the Madden 06's Superstar mode. We now got sponsorship with Motorola phones. Now, every message will now be text-based instead of the occasional text and audio that you saw in Madden 06. But Madden 07 is better in regards to the fact that this is actually a player lock career mode. You don't have to play both sides of the ball. Let's start off by signing an agent. Oh no, actually. You've earned a new role. There's no bigger rush than 50,000 plus roaring fans on a Sunday afternoon. Welcome to the big stage. We got an interview though. So let's start with that. We got Rich Eisen again, except we got no audio this time from him. Do you think you'll end up where you want to be? It doesn't matter. I'll do the best wherever I go. What can you contribute to a football organization? Responsibility, work ethic, and a desire to win. Once you get drafted, what's the next step? Signing that new shoe deal. What are the goals that you would like to accomplish? Just win a Super Bowl. Alright. Based on those answers, plus our parents' stuff, we now get to sign an agent. But of course, we got to start. But I think we got to start with the lower one. But as we improve our player and improve our player, get better stats, we'll be able to sign a new agent. But for now, we got to do the individual workout. Since this is our first workout, we get a low threshold. Let's go with the 40-yard dash. Bronze guarantees an awareness attribute increase. Silver gets acceleration increase, and I believe gold gets us the speed increase. Alright. See if we can get 4.6 seconds on the 40-yard dash with the Broncos. Here you gotta just tap the X button as fast as you can. And there we go, 4.56. That's definitely enough for the gold, so we could just false started these last two times, it doesn't really matter. We got the gold, so we got the attribute increase. We got the speed increase. Only showed up for 5 seconds. I did my job. Okay, I'm going home. See ya. See ya, Broncos. Boost your influence games by performing big during clutch moments and postseason games. So now I got a 90 speed rating. I'm not gonna save the game. We're just showing this off. Welcome aboard. Remember, this isn't college. You're playing against the cream of the crop now. It's normal for most rookies to go through an adjustment period in the big leagues. Take it one game at a time. Before you know it, you'll be the seasoned veteran. I have a feeling we'll be like a second or third round pick, like usual. Time for workout number 2, and this one's going to take a little bit longer. Let's go with just the ground attack. Bronze awareness, silver agility, and gold is a break tackle. Here we go. Score as many touchdowns as you can. Again, I'm only going to just show off like the getting to the draft. Because it's going to be taking a while if we go through all the preseason stuff. Ow. Oh, I thought I was going to get like a broken tackle bonus. Oh well. Oh, what? Loss of yards. Dang it. Help! Oh, we got it in there. Touchdown. I don't know why the whistle's not blowing either. Fumble? Dang it! I actually got worse. Oh, there we go. That's gonna get us the bronze at least. Yeah, couldn't break it. 3 seconds, last play. Oh well, at least we're gonna get an attribute increase. At least we're gonna get an awareness increase. I'll take that. Better than having nothing at all. But it's nice that the loading screens give us like nice. Now I got 69 awareness. Nice. Now it's time for the interview, second interview. How good are you? Are you at the level that Reggie Bush is? Yeah, well, that's for you to decide. I'll let my play do the talking. Our draft expert cautions teams to stay away from you because of your attitudes. I've tried to modify that recently. One GM told me it would take you a few years to blossom into the NFL. Agree? That's possible. What number are you going to wear in the pros? Doesn't matter. It's only a number. Alright, now for the big one. The IQ test. It's time to be smart. Welcome to the Rookie IQ test. NFL teams will evaluate your awareness based on your answers. You have 90 seconds to answer as many questions as you can. Now, the change from Madden NFL 06's Superstar mode is that there are no personality questions. These are 10 straight-up knowledge questions. What is the next logical number in this series? 240, 215, 190, 165. It's going down like 25 every time. The next number should be 140. 2 geese and 3 elephants have a total of how many legs? Right, geese have 2 legs, so 2 times 4 is, or 2 times, so 2, 4. And elephants have 4 legs, and there's 3 of them. Yeah, 2, 4, 8, 12, 16. Yeah, there, that one. Which of the following is least like the other is television? What's the next number in this logical puzzle? That one I don't know. I'll say 74. Which of the following is least like the old oak, gold, bronze, oak? All tight ends block. All blockers defend the quarterback. Therefore, all tight ends defend the quarterback. Which word doesn't belong? Car, truck, bicycle. Bicycle. Which, another logic one? Oh, this one's going to be a tough one. 192. I don't know. Another logic one. 81. 80%. I only missed 2 questions. Not bad. That was above average. Right? Yep, scored highly on the IQ test. They consider a B high. Alright, workout number 3. Let's go with route running. See if we can get our catch. See if we can prove ourselves to be a catching quarterback, and then we'll do the ground attack again for the ground attack for the combine. All right, let's go. Oop. Caught it. Nice. You just gotta try. The goal of this mini game is just to try to get open. Yeah, drop that one. Oh well. We got 3 plays at least, which will probably be in like 3 different positions. Oh, dropped it. Ah, dropped it again. What button does that little hook back sort of thing? Oh, R1, okay. Oh, dang it. Ah! Thought Peyton was gonna lob that one. There we go. Well, at least we're making the first catch of every play. Caught it. Nice job. Hey, I actually got a second catch in the play. Oh. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't going to catch it anyway. Ah. I wonder, can I use the right thumbstick? Yes, I can. Good. Well, at least we caught the ball. He's going to try to get closer. Well, at least I don't have to... I can just automatically catch the ball. I don't have to press triangle. Alright. Technically the last play, but... Ah, not the best route I could have run there. Oh, what? I thought I had enough room to make that catch. Dang it. Ah, dang it. 3 more chances. Need to get at least a medal. Now you throw the lob ball, Peyton. Ah, waste of time. Okay. So basically, only use me as a receiver as a last resort, or if you're running a screenplay. But if I get better, I can get that role right there, the receiving running back. Able to show good hands in the backfield. Catching was the main objective for that one. Now next up is the combine itself. So now we're going to run the ground attack. Tap it for a quick spin move, hold the circle button for a power spin move. Alright. Again, thank you guys for putting up with me tonight. Oh, first play touchdown. Nice. Oop, broke a tackle. Yeah, I couldn't break the second. No bonus points for breaking a tackle. That's weird. Or I guess maybe EA didn't think of that yet. Whoop, juke. Ah, couldn't break free again. This is going much better than we did with the Browns. Touchdown. Got caught in that tackle. 30 seconds. Oop. Oop, juke. There we go. Alright, so we're guaranteed agility as long as I don't fumble the ball. Dang, this is the right time to get hot, so to speak. Now we're in the gold. That means that's a break tackle increase. 10 seconds. Yeah, just don't fumble the ball and I'm good. And time, 2080. That is just the score I needed just before heading into the draft. But like I said, I'm still pretty sure I'm going to be in like somewhere between the second and third round, I would say. The catching drill didn't help, but this gold ground attack drill definitely did. All right, guys, let's do it. I think they stopped doing like all the draft selections, like Madden 09. But even like Madden 08, I know they don't do this in the 360 PS3 versions. The first round has to stay as it is. You're never going to be a first rounder. But here we go into the second round. Nope. Okay, so yeah, it seems like a third round pick is likely. Unless we can sneak in the end here. Nope. Third round picks. Dang, it looks like I might end up being a fourth round pick. Oh, nope. We're going to Dallas. We're a late third round pick. All we can do is just skip ahead to the next month. And there we go. Jerry Jones, welcome to the family. I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to the Cowboys organization. We drafted you because we have concerns with our depth at halfback. While Barber and Jones have shown flashes, they've also been inconsistent. Do you want to be the next great Cowboys running back? Do you? Yeah, I do like this sort of thing, too. Where they'll tell you, like, why did they draft you at all? And they give you, like, the motivation. Like, do you want to be the next... Like, here, you want to be the next great Cowboys running back? Like Emmitt Smith? That's only the best one that comes to mind. So now we got ourselves a website. Well, the draft is over. Congratulations, you are now an NFL player. You're in a new team, a new home, and a new city. Take some time to get better acquainted with these changes. Use the map to move around the city, surf the web for news, rosters, and stats from your computer. I can use the mirror to customize my look. You see, right now we can't really change our agent. So let's see, there we go. Here's the preface of our website. Bird is a great cornerstone to build a franchise around. Has below average vision and instincts. Shows a second gear in the open field, though. Does not have the COD? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Or elusiveness that you expect. Shows good initial quickness and hits the hole with authority. He's rarely a problem with fumbles, but he won't break many tackles. These are what we call the personas. These are just the pictures that the webmaster makes of us. We got our fan site, we're a rookie, and we have a draft pick. You see, here's the agent directory. We got to get better throughout the season, get more influence, and then we'll be able to hire ourselves a new agent. Or a new agent. Let me just check something here. Is it? Yeah, there's the depth chart. Man, I am the steal right now of the NFL draft. Oh, Marion Barber. And the steal, I'm at 83 overall, so I'm number 2 on the depth chart. We gotta work hard in training camp to permanently increase our attributes. I wish I could show off another feature. They have like... Actually, I'll go ahead and save... I'll use a save state here. Because I want to show off one thing before we end tonight. Because remember when the game said you'd be the next lead in a summer blockbuster film? Well, if we simulate ahead... Actually, can I cancel it right here, or... Oh, not yet. That's the next day. The game does also, like, simulate your... Oh, there it is. The game does, like, simulate your practice results. And that determines, like, whether you improve or not as a player. 3 A's and a D, not bad. Now, when you do it in training camp, your attributes are permanently increased. When you get to the regular season, that's when you get into, like, practice, and that only temporarily increases your attributes. Like I said, I just want to show off this feature of the game, which is a carryover, of course, from Madden 06. We got a movie offer. We'd like it to star in Curveball. Here's the plot. A minor league baseball team comes together during a season. That's all we got? Sure, I'll take the film. Alright, we'll go ahead and save state again. Actually, yeah, we're still 83 overall. Didn't really change. Now we're just more like middling practice. But again, this is just to show it off. Then we'll save state again. Like I said, I just want to show it off. Ooh, one of the players on the Chiefs got out for 10 weeks. That means he'll miss the first half of the season. You gotta be careful of those season-ending injuries. They used to be like career-ending injuries up until Madden 2004, and when like the NFL told them, "Hey, don't do that. That's not a good image for our league." All right, let's go ahead, save state, so we can do the movie shoot, because we got some lines to memorize. When you begin the movie shoot, you'll be shown the script on each page of the script. Your line will be highlighted. When the script disappears, you'll be asked to say your line. Choose the correct line quickly and go to the next page. All right. My line is, what do you know? Every ragtag team in sports movies wins it all. What do you know? Every ragtag team in sports movies wins it all. What do you know? Every ragtag team in sports movies wins it all. Uh-oh. What do you know? Oop, time's up. Why can't we win? Oh, that means I'm gonna fail. So let's load it up and try that again. Okay, every ragtag team in sports movies wins it all. That's why I got confused. Alright, all you sorry losers. Alright, all you sorry losers. Do you think you can play some baseball? I don't. If you want to make this team prove me wrong. What do you know? Every ragtag team in sports movies wins it all. Why can't we win? What are we doing wrong? I don't know, with my super fast pitch. Every time I throw a fastball, it clocks at 74. Why can't we win? What are we doing wrong? Team has lost every game in the season. Why can't we win? What are we doing wrong? We'll never give up. All this drama is going to make me hit one deep. You guys are pathetic. You're losing 17-1. Go on home. Yep, perfect. And there we go. That's how I'm technically a movie star now. As we'll get a painting at the end of the year for doing it perfectly. Well, there we go. That's pretty much Madden NFL 07. And again, because of lag, I can't really show it off or show off any gameplay. But with that said, that's going to do it for stream tonight. That's going to do it for Primetime streams as a whole, at least for a while. We'll see if one day I'll be able to come back to it, but for now, we'll go back to morning streams next week. Let's go ahead and find somebody to raid. There we go. Alright, open up the web browser. Thank you, DJ. Let's see, who should we raid tonight? I got somebody in mind we can raid tonight. Yeah, they're still going. We haven't raided him in a while. We're going to raid Professor Feng. Him and a few of his friends, including Zarataro, is playing some Super Mario Sunshine with an online mod. We'll give him some love. We haven't raided him in a while. So with that said, folks, we'll be back next week with morning streams. Hope you can tune in. Like I said, it'll be around like, yeah, they got different characters too. Yeah, it's going to be a bit too much. So thank you guys for watching. Have yourselves a great rest of the day. I will see you all next time. Take care and goodbye. Oops. I knew I forgot to put something on here. I don't even see. Oh, wait. Yeah, you guys can't even hear it. Hold on. Oops. I knew I forgot to put in the end speed in here. Oh well. Good night, everybody.